In the first quarter, Lassiter Trojans strike first. They lead the Brookwood Broncos 7-0. Do they have audio? All right, we're back at the Frank. As in case you just joined us, we're 6 minutes into the first quarter. And Luke Harding is getting ready to kick off after that nice run by Lane Jackman to put the Trojans ahead. Harding's going to kick the ball. It's going to go to number 32, Jamal Cole, and he's coming up the left sideline. He's got some room. And he makes a nice cut, and he's going to finally be taken down at the 47-yard line of the Broncos. Nice return by number 32, Jamal Cole. So the Trojans were able to stop the Broncos on the first series. Let's see what is in now. And it looks like they said he stepped out of bounds at the 35-yard line, so this ball's coming back.
Yeah, you had a lot of Lassiter Trojans taking swats at him, and he, with that kind of speed, he just kept on going.
So, 1st and 10 at the 34. I will correct myself.
We did have a few technical difficulties, so we may have some fans that were
just
wondering
joined
where
us?
we were. So they just joined us
All right.
a few moments ago, but we are live.
We'll bring them up to date. Bronco quarterback, number 14, Zach Moon, under the gun. He throws one out here to number 11, Kai Priester. And Kai Priester picks up about 7 yards. He was brought down by number 25, Clay Riley. If you just joined us, we're 6 minutes gone in the first quarter. Trojans won the coin toss, deferred to the second half. Stopped the Broncos on 4 downs. The Broncos decided to go for it and did a fake punt and didn't make it. And the Trojans went down and did a fake punt themselves and did make it. So it's 7-0 Lassiter. So Zach Moon hands off to number 32, Jamal Cole, and he has nowhere to go.
Good penetration. It looked like number 41 for us. Benedict Lewis brought him down on that one.
Once again, the Trojans have been good against the run most of the year. They've faced some of the best running backs in the state.
Well, you know, week after week they're going up against D1 recruits, you know, guys that committed to Birmingham, University of Alabama, Ole Miss, and they just kept on coming at us. And
so the Broncos have 3rd and a long 3. Number 14, Zach Moon, the quarterback for Brookwood. And they took a little bit too much time, and I believe they are going to take their timeout. Oh, no, they called delay a game. So they didn't get their timeout. So that'll push it back 5 yards. The ball will be rested at the 36-yard line. And it'll be 3rd and 8 now, which I think they would change the play.
Yeah, you would think they're coming out with something a little bit different. You got the quarterback coming in from the side, chewing up the clock already. 12 seconds left on the play clock, and it hasn't even been called yet. So,
well, they're running up quick to the line. They've got 5 seconds to go on the play clock, and they might not get this one off. They didn't. They did. Quarterback draw, and he slips. So Number 14, Zach Moon, did a quarterback draw. He slipped but picked up maybe 4 yards. It's going to be 4th and 4, ball at the 41-yard line. Now, like I said, in case you just joined us, the first time Brookwood dropped back to punt, they tried to fake, and the Trojans weren't fooled at all by them, and were able to stop. Taking his time. Not a very good punt, although it's got a great roll. So this is going to turn out well.
You know, that rugby roll, that ball bounced around the 29-yard line, just kept on going.
So number 91, Mitch Hottop, did his little rugby punch kick.
Yeah, when you put the ball on the ground like that, obviously you're not going to give the other opponent a chance to run it back.
So the Trojans are going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And we've got ourselves Dubi Nuwabi, number 3, wide left. Ryan Jenkins, number 80, wide right. Handoff to number 33, Lane Jackman, who bulls his way up to 21-yard line. So a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. As Trojans get up in their no-huddle offense, Eddie Prince in the backfield, handing off to Lane Jackman. And Lane Jackman found a nice hole, and he's picked himself up a first down as he moves it up to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, you're watching the safeties drop back for them. They're backpedaling before we even snap the ball.
So once again, Eddie in shotgun formation. High snap, handoff to Lane Jackman again. This time he's going to be ridden down. Probably no gain on that. Not sure who made that tackle. Their numbers are tough to see right now.
That's that H thing kicking in.
So it'll make it 2nd and a long 9. No huddle offense once again. Eddie looks over to the sideline. Get the play. Gives out a few instructions. Moves Lane Jackman to his left. And right away, looked like they were setting up that quick screen to Blake Wilson, and almost read perfectly by Brookwood.
You know whose name you haven't called out yet? It's Willie Police.
Yeah, that is something.
That's good. That means we've scored without using Willie.
So that's going to make it 3rd and 9. About 2:40 to go in the first quarter. Trojans ahead, 7-0. Eddie dropping back, looking. He moves out of the pocket. He sees a wide open Dubi Nuwabi, who makes a great catch at the 45-yard line of the Brookwood Broncos. Good enough for a Lassiter first down.
Yeah, good catch by Dubi out there. He could feel the pressure of the safety coming over, but he kept his concentration, went to the ball.
Eddie did a good job. Eddie Prince did a good job stepping up in the pocket, saw the field, finally picked out Dubi. High snap, but not a bad one. Lane Jackman sneaks his way up to the 42-yard line. We did say at the beginning of the game, if Eddie could get protection, he will eventually pick this apart. It's going to be 2nd and 7, ball at the 42-yard line. Eddie Prince in shotgun formation when the hurry-up offense. Hand off to Lane Jackman again. Big hole. And Lane takes it down to the 30-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 Trojans.
Yeah, the offensive line's just moving the ball real nice right now.
First down at the 30. Trojans moving the ball well on the ground. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Trojans. Eddie Prince drops back, looks out here to the right. Oh, ball skipped off the hands of number 33, Lane Jackman. That'll stop the clock. 2nd and 10. Once again, Eddie Prince in his familiar shotgun formation. He's got Hakeem Shaheed out there with him. Setting up a screen, and Shaheed's got it. He barrels his way down. He's going to step out of bounds. They got him stepping out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. That's going to be short of a first down.
That was a well-developed play, just one block short, And
it's going to be 3rd and short. Let's say 3rd and a long one. Hand off to Hakeem
Shaheed, he puts down, he's a north and south runner. He puts those shoulders square and picks out a target and says, if you want to try and stop me, go ahead.
Great run by Hakeem Shaheed. And that's nice to have 2 dual backs like that.
Certainly is.
So here comes Eddie Prince, handing off again to Hakeem Shaheed. And Hakeem does a nice little spin. Brings it down to, let's call it the 8-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and about 7 at the 8. Minute 20 to go in the first quarter. Trojans leading 7-0, but driving again. They're going to hand it off to Hakeem Shaheed again, and he's barreled his way in. Pretty easy run for Hakeem.
He's got he ran into number 42, 49 for them and just kept them down. But I want to say number 52, Steve Curran, really is getting some great downfield blocking. He puts that ball down. He's their center. Or actually, he looks like he's playing right tackle today, or at least on this one. And he's getting
he's
downfield.
Not the long snapper.
Yeah, he's getting downfield and just, he realizes the play doesn't stop at the line of scrimmage.
So Luke Harding comes in for the extra point. Blake Wilson holding again. Snap's good. Kick's good. And the Trojans with 1 minute and 14 seconds to go in the first quarter. Let's say the number 1 state-ranked Lassiter Trojans are leading the Brookwood Broncos 14-0.
It's interesting that we scored 2 touchdowns and both of them have been on the ground.
We were all talking earlier. If Eddie gets a little bit of time, and one of the ways to be able to make sure he gets that time in the back is to get that ground game going, showing them that we're not a one-facet offense.
Yeah, it just gives that defense something else to...
I like facet.
It just gives that defense more to think about.
And as we said, we've been very fortunate that we've got 2 pretty good running backs right now. They're not the fastest in the world, but they're tough kids.
Well, but, I think Lane's had at least 2, maybe 3 games over 100 yards.
Yeah, and it's great to see. Willie Police obviously is leading us in receptions with 60-plus receptions, and we really haven't even used him yet today.
Haven't thrown it to him yet.
No. Yeah, he's taken a lot of pressure off of the other receivers, leaving them open because they're watching. Brookwood's really watching him. So
let's see if our kickoff team does a little better.
Number 16, Luke Harding to kick it off, and again number 32, Jamal Cole, and number 11, Kai Priester back. This one's going to go to Kai Priester, and he's going to take it at the 3-yard line. Makes a little surge step, and he's going to be taken down at the 20. So Trojans did a nice job on coverage on that one. Looks like number 42, Jack Marchand again. Jack's been pretty good on the special teams.
He's running down that right side, and he just squares up those shoulders and knows how to make a tackle.
So the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Let's see if they can put something together offensively. It's a nice football night, gents.
Yeah, and I will say I'm glad we're up here in the booth and not out there because it's a 15-degree swing.
So Zach Moon pitches it out to number 32, Jamal Cole. And Jamal's taken down by
James Rowe.
Number 34, James Rowe. Good job by James.
Yeah, look at that. He plays football and he's an intelligent young man.
That's going to make it 2nd and 9 as we're winding down the first quarter here. Trojans leading 14-0. Number 20, Colin Cotter, is out here to the right. And Moon is looking to pass, and he's going to go down. Well, he picked up a good yards.
You know, good inside speed. Number 95, Corey John, got around him, was able to be that anchor on his legs and slow him down to get some extra help.
So it looked like Priester was going to go down at about the 25, but he picked himself up an extra 4 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and a short 1. Ball rests at the 29-yard line. And that will be the end of the first quarter. So with the score, Lassiter 14, the Brookwood Broncos 0, we are going to take a break.
Let's hear from some of our sponsors.
Hi, I'm James Muncie with Unique Outdoor Concepts. We're proud to be a sponsor of Lassiter Football. For more than 25 years, we have been helping our clients turn their backyards into their own private resorts. Our unique approach and full service carries every project from conception to completion. There are only 2 things that limit what we can accomplish: your budget and your imagination. Just like our Trojans, we're eager to show our fans what we can do. Give us a call and go Trojans.
All right, you just heard from Unique Concepts.
Unique outdoor innovation.
Concepts.
Concepts.
It said Unique Outdoor Concepts.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. All right, one of our sponsors. We always have to hear from our
James
sponsors.
Muncie. Thank
All
you,
right.
James.
All right, we're ready to begin the second quarter. Brookwood's faced with a 3rd and 1 at their 29-yard line. Trojan defense has actually looked pretty good, huh, Marty?
Yeah, they're getting up there and they're getting good penetration on the front line. They're not over pursuing right now. And
All right.
staying home when they need to.
Number 14, Zach Moon's pitching it out. Bad pitch, but pulled in pretty good by Jamal Cole. Good hands, and I believe he did enough to get the first down. So the way the referees looking, they might have cut him short. I'll tell you
looking
what.
at that white hat, and he's not ready to make that call.
Nah, he just gave it to him. First down for the Broncos.
I thought we had a fumble.
Kid did a good job.
He did a great job. Great hands.
Good hands.
Now let's see if we can keep that penetration. That was a good play call by Brookwood, throwing off. Obviously, a situation like that, you expect to go up in the middle of the line.
So, number 14, Zach Moon, brings him up to the line. And he's going to hand off on the inside. And there's nowhere to go for...
Now, you know what's funny? You had a group of Trojans slowing him down, but he did not lose his feet. So, pretty strong little running back going there.
That was Josh Brown who was on that carry, and I think they were kind to him by giving him a yard and a half, but that'll make it 2nd and 8. And it looks like Brookwood wants to see if they can pound the ball a little bit. They hand it off to Josh again, and he's bullying his way up maybe another yard, so it's going to be 3rd, and let's call it a long 7. Ball rests at the 34-yard line. 10 minutes, 30 seconds to go. First half. Number 14, Zach Moon, brings his Broncos out. And he's going to hand off to Josh Brown again. And that time he got himself a little squirt, and looks like they're trying to say the ball's on the ground, but let's see what they're calling. Yes, they said he fumbled it. He had the first down, but I don't know if they're going to discuss if he was on the ground.
Well, there's no instant replay in high school football.
No, there is not.
No, you know what?
But they're going to discuss it.
They're taking their time.
To make sure that it's a state playoff, so you want to make sure you make the right call. We didn't see the ball come out, but no, I think he's saying, oh, no.
Oh, they are.
Ball came loose.
Big break for the Trojans.
Big break.
Yeah, I'm not sure who popped that one loose. So if any of you saw it at home and could text me, that would be a great thing.
Yeah, let us know. We'd like to know who got it.
You know, my daughter tells me she's watching, but I'm just not sure.
All right, well, here comes Eddie Prince in shotgun formation, and he likes to strike quick. Let's see what he does. He's looking downfield, rolling out right. He's going to throw that one away, and that was a smart move because they had Willie Police covered pretty well.
Yeah, you know, the D-backs, the linebackers are running right with that short screen, read it right away. Eddie using his brain again and just putting it out over the side.
So Eddie gets his play from the sideline. Yelling out instructions. He's got Ryan Jenkins wide right here. Willie Police in the slot. Doobie Nwabi wide left. Moving Lane Jackman over. Play clock's at 13, so he's fine there. Good snap. Looking downfield. And now he's going to run it out of the pocket. And he took a little shot in the back, but Eddie jumps up pretty quick. Eddie's a pretty tough kid.
Yeah, you know, 6'4", 6'5", 2-something. Verbally committed to University of Missouri. I got to watch them play last weekend. It was interesting.
Hey, they play my Orange tomorrow.
Oh, they do?
Yes, they do.
ACC-SEC matchup, huh?
Yeah. Well, we're not ACC yet. All right, it's going to be 3rd and 5. Eddie's going to hand it off to Lane Jackman, and he's got himself a big hole. Lane Jackman all the way down to the 24-yard line, where the Trojans will have another first down.
Once again, a nice hole opened up by that right side of the line, 51, 52, 53. And, you know, Austin Cheatham, Stephen Curran, and Philip Murray.
Once again, hurry up offense. Got this little screen set up outside. And that's Doobie Nwabi. Picks up maybe another 10 yards.
You know, good job by Willie Police throwing that little extra block out there on the screen to give it to Doobie. Letting them get that extra first down.
So that's going to make it 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And the Trojans moving right away. Hand off to Lane Jackman, who cuts it back inside, and he's going to bring it down to about the 10-yard line. That's going to make it 2nd and 7. We got a few friends we're going to shout out tonight, so hopefully you'll stick with us. We like to shout out to our friends, don't we?
We do like to shout out to our friends. Heck, we shout out to friends of friends.
There's a flag on the play. Let's see if sometimes when they come out that quick, it's usually an encroachment, but let's see what they got. Referee's coming over here. And he is calling it encroachment. So they were lined up in the neutral zone. That'll go half the distance. And the Trojans will have now 2nd and 5.
2nd and 2.
Or 2nd and, actually not
Two,
quite.
2 and
It's
a
going to be
half.
2nd and almost 5. It's half the distance. So, Eddie looking to throw, and he's going to lob it over in the end zone.
Oh.
He had Blake Wilson.
You know, that end zone
Open.
just needed to be a little bit wider.
Here comes the tank group. So we have, in case you're hearing us, we've got the Brookwood coaching staff next to us doing their filming and spots. So they've had that one smelled out. They knew it was Josh Danforth trying to bully it up the middle.
Yeah, when you see those three come in like that, you have a pretty good idea what we're going to try and do.
Well, number 16, Luke Harding's going to come in to at least show that he's going to try to kick a field goal. And this one would be from the 15-yard line, so that'd make it a 25-yard field goal. And Luke's been pretty successful with the field goal kicking this year.
Yeah, he's one of the top point leaders, obviously, with the kickers for Cobb County so far.
Blake Wilson will hold. And they jumped off sides. And I'll tell you what, that's not going to be enough for a first down, but it might be enough to give the Trojans an opportunity to get a first down if they want to. Let's see where they're going to mark it, because I don't think it's enough for a first down.
If they give them 5 yards, it will be enough.
Well, you can't do 5 yards.
That looks like...
That's awfully close.
It's awfully close. I think they're going to have to measure. Now, they're calling it fourth down, but it's fourth and less than a yard.
This is an extra point for Luke.
I think they're going to go for it.
You know, this is a good place to call a timeout right now. You're 7:37 left in the second quarter. You're that close. Yeah, we've got the 3. You're inches away from a first down, so why not take the opportunity to talk about it a little bit, see how we're doing.
No, I think exactly what the coach is doing is the right call, because now he's got several options. He only needs a few inches. Actually, they are going to measure. They're measuring for us.
You know, I've got to do this one while they're measuring. You know, one of my daughter's good friends, Katie Huguenot, turned 21 this week. So congratulations, Katie. We're proud of you. And behave yourself.
Hey, Katie, happy birthday. We're glad that you're 21 in UGA.
Well, now the good news is she can go out and, bring a 12-pack back to me.
She can run an errand for Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a 21-year-old daughter now, and it's a little different. In fact, she's probably listening right now. Yeah. Anna is tuned in. She's home.
All right, they did measure.
These are good, smart girls.
It still is a little bit short, but the Trojans brought their offense out, so they're not going for any extra point here. Or, extra point field goal. Now, will Eddie line up underneath? No, they're going to do the little quick. Here they go. Little quick. Got to be set. Everybody's got to be set. Eddie Prince hands it off to Lane. Oh, that was a no-brainer. Josh Danforth, number 11.
Send it to the big guy.
You know what? He's got to feel good on that one. They lined up quick. They came up. You don't see Eddie Prince under. I actually thought Eddie was going to keep it himself and go. He handed that ball off to Josh, and Josh was broke up the right side.
If I told you, both of you, that we would be up 21-0 with still a half to go, and we scored 3 rushing touchdowns, you wouldn't believe it.
I would not have believed it.
You wouldn't have believed me.
I'm not sure I believe it now, and I saw it. But I'm glad we're up 3 rushing touchdowns.
So Luke Harden kicks the extra point, and really pretty good impressive start for the Lassiter Trojans, the number 1 ranked team in the state of Georgia, as they are dominating in the first half, 21-0 over the Brookwood Broncos.
You know, I'm wondering if we even have 50 yards in the air right now.
I know. That's a good point.
Other than that first pass to Ryan in that very first offensive play, I haven't seen a whole lot.
Yeah, and that's just got to really be something that the teams that we hope to face later have got to be worried about. They've been practicing and watching us, with our high-powered offense in the air, throwing 250, 230, 270, 370 yards in a game. And here we are scoring on the ground.
Well, let's see what our kickoff team is going to do here, as we seem to have been give them a few extra yards as we go.
Some of our faithful fans are saying hello to us, and we love it. All the ladies. All right, Luke Harding getting ready to kick off, and he's going to kick it to number 11, Kai Priester. And Priester's waiting for a block, and he's trying to get to the outside, and he did get to the outside. But he's taking it up to, we'll call about the 30-yard line, where Broncos will take over 1st and 10. I think while they're changing, I think we ought to say hello to the J-Men in Florida.
Yeah, they're down there playing golf. The J brothers, Frank and Alan.
I'd like to give a howdy to Alan and Frank and Kevin.
Yeah.
Some of our old buds from the neighborhood. I was supposed to be on that golf trip, unfortunately. Wasn't able to go this year.
Yeah, but we're glad you're here.
Nah, I'm glad I'm here, too.
Well, I was down that way, and it was raining and cold, so you didn't miss much.
I'm glad I'm here, then. All right, Brookwood's going to take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And Moon's going to drop back to pass, and he's got a wide-open field, but he's also got a wide-open, that might be pass interference. It is. And the pass was a little bit underthrown, and he kind of ran into him, so that's a call you got to make.
Yeah, Devontae Moore got turned around a little bit. The receiver had to come back for the ball. So, good news is it's not a spot foul.
That's right. So that'll be good enough for a 1st down. And they'll mark the ball. They don't know where they're going to mark the ball. Here he comes. Okay. That's a nice 15-yarder. The ball will be placed at the 44-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Broncos. So far, they've had a couple of occasions where they've moved the ball, but they've stalled several times. So shotgun formation for number 14, Zach Moon, and he's looking to throw again. And once again, he slides into Lassiter territory, where they're going to mark this one. Actually, they gave him a nice spot at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, I think they gave him where he not where he started, but where he ended his slide.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
So he's dropping back, and when he drops back, the defensive backs have been covering the receivers pretty good. He's just it's almost a quarterback draw each time.
I wouldn't think it's a planned draw, though.
I wouldn't be surprised. Zach Moon lines up under center now, and he's going to step back. He almost tripped, but he's got one lofted out here. And at the last second, number 17.
That was Chris Murphy. Did a nice job coming back and coming over. He had the safety coming over as well. So,
yeah, I think Chris got a fingertip on that and was ready to get some help from number 24, Patrick Lewandowski.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen Lewandowski take that. It was wide open downfield in front of him. That would have been at least, getting back into Brookwood's territory had it been picked.
So it's 3rd down and 2. Moon lines up in shotgun formation. And he's trying to throw over the middle and just underthrew his receiver, number 22. Now we know that our friends at UGA are watching us, or listening to us, watching and listening.
We've got proof.
Pretty soon they'll watch the game and turn the music up.
There you go.
Nah, they wouldn't do that to you, Mr. Marty.
You were probably muted an hour ago.
Well, no, I think they listen every time I say, they touch their toes.
Number 22, Blake Wilson's receiving punts now, and they are going to punt it. And he called for a fair catch, and he makes it at the, let's say, the 17.5-yard line. So 6 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the first half. And number 1 ranked Lassiter Trojans 21, Brookwood Broncos 0. While we're at it too, we can say a couple of more shouts out here. We did our golf buddies, right?
Oh, we did our golf buddies. And here they're coming to the line.
They're coming to the line, so we'll let Eddie Prince get in his shotgun formation, and he's going to hand the ball off to number 5, Willie Police, who kind of follows his block, stays on his feet, and Willie's finally taken down at about the 31, 32-yard line where he'll have a first down. So that's the first time Willie's touched the ball.
Ryan Jenkins out there leading the way with the block, and had his man, and Willie ran right into him.
So Willie's now moved from receiver to running back, and that's what I love about this offense. They've got so many weapons. Eddie Prince is going to hand it off to Willie again, and he's found his block, and he's got himself on the outside, and he's going to be taken down at about the 38-yard line where it'll be 2nd and 7 yards. Make it 2nd and 5.
I don't know how deep this Brookwood defense is, but we keep running like this, they're going to be tired.
You're right about that. This time a little bootleg and almost, block in the back. So that was just a tough one. He did just enough to push him down. He definitely going to be 10 yards from the spot.
We haven't seen very many flags at all in this game, though, which is good. What you would expect at this level in the playoffs.
And Brookwood, I'm sure they're going to take the penalty because it's going to be 10 yards from about the 28. So that'll put them.
It's a spot foul.
Yep, sure is. He did just enough to push him down.
Well, whenever your quarterback's being chased, you can't let him get touched.
That's right.
So that's going to be a long 2nd and 20.
So it's going to be 2nd down and about 24 from the 18-yard line. And Eddie's in shotgun formation. He's got Ryan Jenkins out here to the right. He's still got Willie in the backfield with him, and they're looking to lots of time. Eddie's finding lots of time. Somebody's got to come back to the ball, and somebody finally did. That was Willie Police, but couldn't hold on.
We got a player hurt down on the field. So while we have an injured player timeout, why don't we hear from some of our sponsors?
Life is short, eat better pizza, let's get jet. Life is short, eat better pizza, let's get.
A successful business requires a reliable payment card processor. Priority Payment Systems services thousands of merchants nationwide. With professional customer service and accurate on-time payments supported by the latest technology, Priority Payment Systems offers next-generation bank card solutions.
We're back. You heard from 3 of our sponsors, Gas South, Priority Payment, and Jets Pizza.
Oh, and we had Property Masters in there too, I think.
I missed that one. There we had 4 sponsors. So great. We love to get our sponsors recognized.
All right, so we still have third and long.
Yeah, we still have 3rd and long. Eddie Prince in shotgun formation, and he's going to do a little draw to number 5, Willie Police. And unfortunately, didn't get quite the block he needed, and still he's at about the 25-yard line. So that'll make it 4th down and long yards, and that'll bring Luke Harden in to do the punting. Number 11, Kai Priester, is going to drop back at about the 38-yard line for the punt. There is coming on 4 minutes to go in the first half. You definitely won't see a fake here. Luke gets up a good high punt, and there's a fair catch being called by number 32, Jamal Cole. So the Broncos will take over 1st and 10, right at the 39-yard line of the Broncos, and see if the Trojan defense can maintain their pressure.
You know, the Broncos are probably going to pull out a few stops here. You definitely don't want to go into halftime with that 0 on the board. So I'm sure they're going to be a little bit aggressive here.
Well, one thing that we've known in some of the past games of the Trojans, they have been able to jump out to big leads, and they sometimes get a little complacent.
I think we learned our lesson though this season. We've had good 3rd quarter stands since that first game. Let's hope we continue that trend and that we can stop them here. Don't let them. We get the ball back at the beginning of the second half.
Hand off to number 32, and he finally got himself a hole. It's number 32, Jamal Cole, and he's got himself a big gainer, and he's going out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So that's been the biggest play so far for the Broncos, and that was a nice run by number 32, Jamal Cole.
Yeah, that play was designed to go to the right side, and that looked like it was pretty blocked up. He made a nice move cutting back to his left, and sometimes when you're in aggressive defense, you get a little bit of over pursuit. We need this student section getting back into the ball game here.
Yep. So looks like Brookwood's going to be satisfied with a little bit of a running game here. Moon lines up under center, and he's going to hand it off to Cole again. This time Cole picks up about 4 yards. He's taken down, I see, first by number 91, which is
CJ Amon.
CJ. And Brookwood's going to take a timeout. So, what's your thoughts so far, Marty?
You know, it's like we were all talking about, watching Lassiter come out with the ball on the ground and pretty much controlling that ground game, with the exception of that last series. Surprised, very surprised. We know we have multiple weapons. We know how to use them all. And as Scott mentioned earlier, very few penalties throughout the game, especially with Lassiter. Nothing significant other than that one holding, and it's probably a block in the back, and that was probably a good block in the back to save Eddie.
Well, and it was probably, the only series. That's the only series we haven't scored on, and it was because of that penalty. So I'm sure that Jeff is going to, bring that up in the locker room at halftime and say, "Look, guys, we got to watch that. We want to protect Eddie. Let's protect him in the right way." Eddie, you need to get rid of it. But, sometimes he's having an awful long time in the back, in the backfield.
He's had a lot of time.
He's had a lot of time.
Yep. All right, Brookwood's coming out. They come right to the line of scrimmage, and they're ready to go. And they're going to hand off to number 28, who is Josh Brown. And Josh Brown got some wheels on him. He scooted around the right side. It's going to bring it down to about the 22-yard line. I don't think it's quite enough for a first down, which it isn't. That's going to make it 3rd and short. So Josh Brown was almost taken down in the backfield, but he was able to elude.
Brookwood showing their speed and athleticism there, just getting to the outside.
They're going to hand it off inside to number 32, Jamal Cole, and he's picked himself up a first down. Inside the 20, so the Broncos will have their deepest penetration of the night. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, Josh Danforth, good penetration there, staying in the middle. His linebacker just blocking the hole, but a little bit too late.
So Zach Moon lines up underneath the quarterback, underneath the center again. Sorry about that. And he's going to drop back and throw a quick one out here, and good defense by
Chris Murphy. Just ball. He kept the receiver right in front of him. As soon as that ball hit, he hit him, and ball popped free.
Stripped them good. 2:47 to go. That'll stop the clock with 2:47 to go in the first half. And I'll make it 2nd and 9.
Or 10.
2nd and 10, I'm sorry.
You're giving him a yard.
I gave him a yard just for the effort. In motion's number 20, Colin Cotter, and they're going to the end zone. And
wow.
Another great play by Chris Murphy.
Chris Murphy was over there. He read the ball. He turned his head. He looked like the receiver was going to be open. Good recovery speed on that one by Chris.
Yeah, definitely he was open. In fact, the pass looked like it was there. So great job by Chris Murphy. And that's going to make it 3rd and 10.
It seems like we're missing cheerleaders tonight. Do we really have another competition this week?
I don't know.
We only have 60?
Yeah. All right. 3rd and 10. And there's a whistle, and it looks like the Trojans are going to take a timeout. While they're doing that timeout, I do want to give a shout out. Eddie Prince Sr. and Eddie Prince Jr. wanted to give a shout out tonight to Scott Shockley. And Scott, I know that they're thinking about you, and they want you to have quick recoveries.
Feel better quick.
Feel better quick. So that's from Eddie and Eddie Jr. And while we're at it, Uncle Kevin, I'm sure Eddie Jr. is going to say, howdy out there, Uncle Kevin. I know you guys went through a couple bad storms up in the Northeast. So hopefully you got your power back on and you're hearing us loud and clear.
Well, and if he's not, and if they don't have their power back on, I guess
he didn't hear that.
He didn't hear it.
But his friends will tell him about it.
There they go.
Well, he can watch it on instant replay.
That's right. He's going to hear it one way or another. It'll be on next month.
He might be watching it on his phone. He's got those capabilities nowadays,
Don't you think people buy these broadcasts?
We're the new free TV.
There you go. 3rd and 10. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the first half. And Brookwood, this is their best chance so far in the first half for a scoring opportunity. Zach Moon in shotgun formation, and he's handing it off inside. And he had nowhere to go because number 11, Josh Danforth.
Josh Danforth did a real good job staying home. They tried that little cross in the middle. drop back, defensive backs held their men. There was nothing open in there, and Josh just wrapped them up real quick. He grabbed that legs, and wasn't going to hear it.
So number 90, Brandon Moore, is going to try a 35-yard field goal. Ball's placed at the 25. And all of a sudden there's another whistle. And I think the Trojans are going to take another timeout. I guess this is called freezing them. You can't use it in the first half anyways.
Yeah, might as well get it out there. 2 minutes left, though. That Lassiter, Lassiter could do a lot with the ball in 2 minutes. Now we don't, taking away that timeout. I'm getting a little bit greedy here.
Well, sometimes I look at it that Eddie Prince is good enough that he doesn't need timeouts to move the ball with 2 minutes to go.
Well, with the weapons that we've got on offense, we certainly have scored. I think I remember one game we scored on first play of the series, after a kickoff for, 68 yards. Or we just got to be careful here. And I know that Coach Irwin doesn't want to give the other team a chance to get momentum going into the dugout.
So Brandon Moore comes back.
Interesting. They're not even looking
Number
like
12, Joey McLean, is the holder.
We're not even looking like we're going to pressure it.
Kick snap's good. Kick is good. So Brandon Moore puts the Brookwood Broncos on the board with 1 minute and 57 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lassiter Trojans now lead the Brookwood Broncos 21-3.
Yeah, I'm not sure I understood that timeout there. I would have rather seen the clock run a little bit more, save our timeout. But obviously, Coach Irwin's getting paid for his gig and doing a good job bringing us to 10-0 so far this season.
Well,
so I'm going to defer to his experience.
I was just going to say.
He is 10-0.
He obviously saw something we didn't.
Yep.
And that's okay, because we miss a lot. So Brandon Moore will kick off. He's got number 20, Robert Dowling, and number 5, Willie Police deep. Let's see if the Trojans can muster something up here with under 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Got a lot of hands out there for the Trojans right now.
And here's Moore's kickoff, and this one's going to be taken by Willie Police at about the 2-yard line. He's coming up the right side, and that's a block in the back. I saw it. So that one's going to go back 10 yards. So while they kind of iron it out, it looks like they're going to move it from the 22 on back. So that's going to put the Trojans in a hole, and it may tell you that they'll probably keep the ball on the ground. You don't want to make any mistakes down here and let Brookwood back in the ball game that easy. And they're going to put it at the 12.
Like you said, Jim, I think they're going to come out and probably grind it out. Minute 51 left. Brookwood does have 2 timeouts left on the board, so see if they're going to pressure it and try and get something going and maybe try and close that gap.
So Eddie Prince comes out in a shotgun formation, and he's got Lane Jackman in the backfield with him, and he is looking to throw. Trying to set something up, and he's not going to get out of this one. He was wrestled down on that one by number 67.
That's Darlin Holston.
Darian Holston.
He's a D1 recruit, D-end.
Well,
Yeah,
he showed himself there. And that's not what the Trojans wanted. It's not what the Trojans wanted. That was a loss of 10 yards, and it's going to make it 2nd and 20. Going to try to bust it up the middle a little bit, and look at this little run. Led by Josh Danforth was number 1 Hakeem Shaheed. And he's got it back to the original line of scrimmage almost. But Brookwood's going to take that timeout with 51 seconds and 3rd and 11.
You know, that was, like you mentioned, a great job by Josh getting through there and just breaking the hole. And he was the spearhead there for Hakeem. Hakeem kept those legs just turning. And we were able to bring it out that 10 yards.
Hey, before the half, I have to say hello to my sister in Syracuse, New York. So, actually, Minoa, New York.
Bob and Dee?
Bob and Dee. They're listening.
Well,
they're listening.
Well, your sister's name's not Bob.
No, my sister's name's Dee. My brother-in-law's name's Bob. But I think they even got their son, Robbie, listening, too. So, we always have to give a shout-out to Minoa.
It's cold up there.
It's cold up there. And I hope that their daughter has got electricity back in New Paltz because they got to keep the cheese going. They own a cheese place.
You know, it's not going to...
called the Cheese Plate. Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. 3rd and 11. Eddie's under center. He's going to hand it off to Willie Police. And Willie's reversed the field, and Willie holds his feet, and Eddie's out there leading blocks. And Willie busts his way up to the 20-yard line. He's going to be short of a first down, but that was kind of a long run for a good 8 yards.
You know, that's...
And Brookwood is going to take that timeout.
So that should leave him with none. But that was a good play. Drove off quite a little bit of time. It's not the way you want to see it. Definitely don't want to see your quarterback out there leading
what
into Bronco.
hustle?
Oh, sure.
What hustle by Eddie out there being in front, blocking for his
yeah, the only thing I was scared
receiver.
about, he was blocking one of the big guys.
Yeah. I don't know that he moved him, but at least he kind of stood in his way, right?
Yeah.
But that's still a good general on the field. Said, I'll get out in front of you, do what I can.
You know, while we're at it, and I know Eddie's a pretty humble kid, but he is up for he's one of the leading candidates for Player of the Year in Georgia. So, you know, I think he would rather win the state championship than win that award.
I'm going to vote yes.
He's there.
Yeah, I would vote yes.
So, once again, Brookwood's going to put back their duo of Jamal Cole and Kai Priester. And this is a pretty good punt by Luke from where he was, but that ball's going to be, they're going to mark it at the 44-yard line.
Nice 5-second hang time.
So 29 seconds to go. It gives the Broncos a shot, and they're definitely going to go try something to get closer in this ball game before the halftime. See how the Trojan defense can hold up. They bend, but they don't break often.
They're sending out some receivers here.
So Zach Moon in shotgun formation, and he's looking to do a little fakery, and that ball is underthrown. And Robert Dowling had it played pretty well.
Yeah, 20-20. I think that's 20 for them is
Colin Cotter.
And he became a defensive back real quick on that play.
That's exactly what happened there.
That took off about 8 seconds on the clock, so there's 21 to go. And it'll be 2nd and 10. And the Broncos looking for 56 yards, any way they can get it. Still in shotgun formation. And he's dropping back, and he is going down.
Wow.
And he may be down.
Yeah, Trenton Ginn had his feet and it wrapped around, and he wasn't going down right away. He wanted to fight. Josh Danforth just came over and made sure he went to the ground. Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Danforth.
Nice pass rush there, gents.
Good pressure.
That's
Zach
a big
learned to
loss.
get up, and the clock's still running on them there. I think they might
they're gonna let out. Number 14, Zach Moon. He took a pretty good shot, and let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, let's hope so. He definitely is. He got his bell rung.
Yep. It's a good little competitor. Well, that brings us to halftime at the Frank, and the number one ranked, let's say number one state ranked, Lassiter Trojans have a 21-3 halftime lead. And I think we're going to leave the broadcast on with field mic so you can listen to the bands. The Brookwood band will come out first, and then
and while they're taking the field, let's hear from a couple of our sponsors, and then we'll come back to the band in just a second.
Very good. We'll be back after the half.
By John Seibert and drill design by Chester Phillips. 2012 Broncos Marching Band show is entitled Latin Nights, featuring Malaga, La Suerte de los Campos, and Malagueña. Trumpet soloist from Gregory Cook, Tyler Longmate, and Jonathan Pavon. Trombone soloist is David Gray. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Brookwood High School Bronco Marching Band. gentlemen. And now your halftime entertainment, the Lassiter High School Marching Trojan Band. The 2012 Lassiter High School Marching Band promises to carry on the tradition of excellence established by the band program over the years. The Trojan Band will be proud to represent the state of Georgia in their fourth appearance in the 2013 Pasadena Tournament of Roses Parade on New Year's Day. The band won every specialty caption award and was grand champion in all three of their competitions this season. Tonight's performance entitled The Color of the Wind will open with Rocky Point Holiday by American composer Ron Nelson, continue with Sonora Desert Holiday, and close with Ron Nelson Finale. Under the field direction of drum majors Jessica Alamo, Jenny Edwards, Jason Grooms, and Maggie Howell, here is the 2012 Lassiter High School Marching Trojan Band. Russell Burris, Andrew Cole, Liz Cox, Jim Moran, Brad Mooney,
There we go.
Welcome back to the Frank. Hopefully you got to see and at least hear a little bit of the Brookwood Band and the Lassiter Trojan Marching Band. Scott, I think you've got a few halftime stats for us. Why don't you let them out?
The Brookwood had 5 first downs to our 13, Lassiter's 13 first downs. The amazing stat is while Brookwood, as expected, ran about 58 yards, Lassiter had 138 yards on the ground in the first half. So that's pretty amazing for a team that usually has that in the air in the first half.
In the first quarter.
Yeah. And we had 70 yards in the air. Eddie went 6 for 12 for a total of 208 yards on the ground, 208 yards total offense, while Brookwood had 51 yards in the air, and they went 3 for 9 for a total of 109 yards. So I think the thing that's the most surprising, and we said this early in the first half, was the amount of rushing and the way we've been rushing and just the play calling from the sideline. What do you think?
Go ahead, speak to that, Mr. Marty.
No, I hate to say it, but I was reading my text a second. It was a good first half. Like to see Lassiter come out and they're getting the ball back. Love to see them be able to take that first drive and just go down the field and make it a nice 28.
It's always interesting to normally they play their first half. Tonight they played their first half like they've been playing their second halves, where they've been pounding the ball. We usually are nothing but air in the first half, so they kind of reverse trends a little bit.
And it'll be interesting to see. Again, if we can continue that, obviously we want to keep the ball away from Brookwood as long as we can, making sure that they don't close in. They got 3. This is high school football, and it can turn on a dime.
We got some interesting scores in the 6A classification state playoffs. Mostly Cobb County schools that we're interested in, but it's kind of a surprise to me. North Cobb's leading Valdosta, nationally known Valdosta, 28-7 at the half. Camden County leads Hillgrove at the half, 21-10. Camden County, of course, was the former number 1 team in the state.
That game's a lot closer than I expected it to be.
This kind of surprised me, too, with all the injuries Walton's gone through. They had lead Parkview 7-0 at the half. And I'm really glad that Wheeler finally had an opportunity to make the playoffs, but they're unfortunate they had to play the perennial favorite for the state championship, Grayson.
Yeah, and I'd say Grayson's got that one loss, but they're still a very powerful team. And everybody, as we talked about earlier, everybody's 0-0 right now. Kind of surprised, we're getting ready for the second half. Lassiter's special teams are out there before Brookwood's. It's usually the other way around.
There's a lot of firsts we're seeing tonight.
I'm telling you.
All right, we're getting ready to start the second half. Is Brookwood gutsy enough to do an onside kick? We'll see. We got number 20, Robert Dowling, and number 5, Willie Police, back for the Trojans, and we're getting ready to start the second half. In case you just joined us, Lassiter Trojans are leading 21-3.
Well, they got their punter getting ready to kick it here, so who knows?
Is it 91? That's Mitch Houtop. You're absolutely right. They're just going to kick a high kick to cover, and it's going to be taken by number 5, Willie Police, and he tries to break out a little hole, but he'll bring it back to about the 24-yard line where the Trojans are going to take over, 1st and 10. Eddie Prince will be leading the troops. I think somebody burned the burgers because I smell burger smoke.
Well, you know, it smells good. And it's just drifting over the field right now.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of a eerie feeling.
Gives it a froggy feeling.
Yeah. All right. So Eddie Prince in shotgun formation. He's got Lane Jackman back with him, and he's going to get Ryan Jenkins. Ryan Jenkins with a nice little out pattern. Picks up about 8 yards. It'll make it 2nd and 2.
They're going to wave that one off. He got pushed out of bounds before he couldn't get those feet down in time. Good hands, though.
Referee was right there.
They're right there. All right, make it 2nd and 10. I've been corrected by my better pair of eyes. Eddie looking to do a quick one to Blake Wilson, number 22. And Blake makes a nice catch and takes it for the 7 yards I said we had the first time. That'll make it 3rd and a long 2. Big play here for Brookwood because Lassiter had been moving the ball pretty well. Fake the handoff with play action, and Eddie's got lots of time, but he's got nowhere to throw it. And finally, he finds Lane Jackman out here in the flat for a 1st down at the 40-yard line.
You know, I was watching our offensive line handle big number 67. He's got his white socks up so high it looks like he's wearing knickers right now, but he's a big man, and watching him get down in that 4-point stance and just hold it for that long count.
Hand off to Lane Jackman. He's going to cut it inside, and he's going to pick up maybe a yard and a half, maybe a yard. Make it 2nd and 9. Ball's at the 41-yard line. Just started the second half. We've got 10 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Eddie lines them up right away in our no huddle. And he's looking to throw a little screen out here to Willie Police. Looks like, go ahead.
He led Willie Police there a little bit, and a little bit low. Kept Willie's momentum, just kept going. Nice pass, a little bit higher would have brought us some extra yardage.
Just a yard gain, so that's going to make it 3rd and 8. And let's see how we convert on this 3rd down. Eddie, again, lots of time. And he does get away from one, and now he's throwing it downfield, and he threw it away. And that's a good call on his part.
Yeah, we're going to have to see what Lassiter can do to get some of these receivers cutting back a little bit. There is a lot of green in between him, past the first down markers. Looked like Eddie was trying to get a little bit extra instead of marching it down.
Well, Eddie did a good job to get away from the rush. And you're right, Marty, they do have to come back sometimes to the ball. So Luke Harden is going to drop back to punt. Number 11, Kai Priester, and number 32, Jamal Cole, are deep. They're both at about the 22-yard line. Nice high punt, and it's going to be a little short, although it gets a good Lassiter roll, very good Lassiter roll. And it's going to rest at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, nice punt by Luke there. Number 41 for Brookwood all night long. The few times we had the punt, he's coming around that one side, and he's getting close to blocking that ball.
So Brookwood did their job defensively, and they will take over for their first time in the second half. Starting at the 12-yard line. And number 14, Zach Moon, is back at quarterback. So he's fixed himself up. Hand off to number 32, Jamal Cole. And he's trying to get to the outside. And he gets himself over across the 15-yard line where it looks like they're going to mark it just short of the 16. That's going to make it 2nd and 7.
Lewandowski on the tackle.
Number 24, Patrick Lewandowski on the tackle.
See, I'd like to see Lassiter's defense come up with a big play on this one and just, you know, not the bend, not the plow. Let's get the turnover and see what we can do with the ball again.
All right, Zach Moon under center. He's going to hand off to number 32 again, and number 32 tries to spin out of there. And there's the ball. The ball's loose. He tried to get the extra yards. Let's see who they're giving it to. He tried to spin and get some extra yards, and that ball popped out. Brookwood did retain possession, though. That's going to make it 3rd and 2 yards for a first down. Ball's right at the 20-yard line.
Lewandowski in on that tackle as well.
Yeah, let's see if they're going to run it up the middle or they're going to try one of the little crossbucks.
So Zach Moon lines up. He's got a full backfield, number 20, Colin Cotter on a roll and over. Great pass rush by number 43.
Ryan Gilday.
Ryan Gilday.
Nice job by Ryan getting in there, putting the pressure. I'm surprised he was able to get the ball off.
It forced Zach Moon to have to get rid of that ball a little sooner than he wanted to because he did have a man wide open. But good job by Ryan Gilday to get in there on the hurry. So Mitch Hotop comes out to punt. I doubt very much they would try to do a fake punt down here, but anything can happen in state playoffs. You got nothing to lose. Yeah, Mitch held it just momentarily. Nice punt. He's pushing Blake Wilson all the way back. And Blake toyed around with that one a little bit too much, but a nice punt by Mitch Hotop as he kicks it all the way down to the Lassiter 25-yard line.
Yeah, that ball looked like a missile going out down the field. He held it. He got that extra step almost like he was trying to lure us to come after him. And before he kicked it away.
So, Trojans come marching out, led by Eddie Prince, who will be lining up in shotgun formation. He's got Ryan Jenkins out here to the right. Willie Police is in the slot left. Doobie Nawabi wide left. Blake Wilson slot right. Hakeem Shaheed in the backfield. Quick little inlet to here. Nice defensive play by number 11, Kai Priester. Pass was intended to number 80, Ryan Jenkins. Is incomplete. It's going to make it 2nd and 10. Hand off to Hakeem Shaheed, and Hakeem couldn't beat the first penetration, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage possibly. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Looks like Brookwood made a few adjustments at halftime.
Yeah, they came up. They're not going. They're a little bit more aggressive on the defensive line, and their linebackers are filling the holes nicely. So coming in with the 4-4.
So, Eddie, here comes the pass rush. Eddie's got, that was a good hit by number 25. But Blake Wilson was laying himself out, and he kind of snapped his shoulder a little bit.
Blake's not getting up on that one.
You know, while we're waiting here, we need to say, let's go to a commercial break.
What are you going to do later?
I don't know, but watching all this football action is making me hungry.
Me too. Let's grab something to eat.
You know what sounds good? Some Texas-style barbecue and mouth-watering ribs.
Oh, yeah, and some Brunswick stew and a late-night dessert.
Let's head to the Rib Ranch.
That's exactly what I was thinking. And you know, they're open late after every home game.
Oh, Blake Wilson pops right up after being tended to by our wonderful Lassiter trainers. And he'll sit for a little bit, and we'll see what happens. We're not doctors, so we don't make those calls. So the Trojans come back out with a 4th down at the 25-yard line. Luke Harding back to punt. And again, it is Jamal Cole and Kai Priester deep for Brookwood. And that ball's fumbled, and guess what? Kai Priester decided he wanted to take a chance at that, and he muffed the punt, and we'll see who got it. Looks like they're pointing Brookwood's way, and they might have...
Yeah, you know, there should have been a penalty on that play as well. He's putting his arm up like he's calling a fair catch. So...
You know, I got an updated score. Parkview has scored on Walton, and in the 4th quarter, it's 7-7.
Wow.
4th quarter already. Wow.
The two running offenses.
Yep.
The clock's going to move pretty quick.
All right, Brookwood with pretty good field position. 1st and 10 at the 38. Muff punt, they recovered themselves. So let's see what they can do. Zach Moon dropping back to pass. He's looking deep, and he's going to, and he fumbles. And this time, it was in the hands of a Lassiter player, but number 60 for Brookwood.
Avius Anderson. Good hit by Josh Danforth getting in there. You know, you keep the pressure on that and keep on doing that as many times as we do. They're not all going to be able to get back on them.
So, yes, like great pressure, as you said, and almost in the hands of Lassiter. Brookwood does retain, although they lose 3 yards on that, so it'll be 2nd and 13. Running up to 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Zach Moon in the shotgun formation, and he's rolling out now, and he's got his man over on the right side, and it's number 11, Kai Priester, with a reception. That's a pickup of almost 9 yards, so it'll be 3rd and 4. Ball's at the 44-yard line.
We need to get these students back into the ball game. A little bit quiet.
It's gotten a little quiet, I agree. All right, 3rd and 4. Zach Moon in shotgun formation. Lassiter shows blitz. Got his man wide open, number 32, Jamal Cole. Jamal Cole out of the backfield. Nobody picked him up. That's good enough for a 1st down into Lassiter territory.
You know, my daughter out there has got a lot of friends with her today. All Lassiter. Well, mostly Lassiter.
I bet you Hannah's there.
Hannah.
Delsa.
Yeah.
I bet you. Is Mitch there?
I don't know if Mitch is there.
Mitch is usually there. All right.
Haley
1st and 10.
Is there up visiting?
He got out of it, and he's going to get himself a 1st down. Zach, maybe not. He might be a little short. Josh Danforth finally chased down Zach Moon.
Yeah, he got a nice spot on that one. I think he is going to get it. Oh, maybe not.
Looks like they're going to mark it at the 34-yard line, so it's going to be short. But Brookwood's moving the football right now. Lassiter's had a couple of chances of getting Moon in the backfield, and he's been able to scramble out of the rush. So that's going to make it 2nd and a short one. Moon still in shotgun formation. He's going to hand it off, inside handoff to number 32, Jamal Cole, but he was taken down from behind by
Ryan Gilday.
Nice play. Another great
Ryan.
play. That's a loss of about 3 yards. So that's going to make it 3rd and 4. So that's a big play by Ryan Gilday. Coming on 4 minutes left in the third quarter. In case you just joined us, Trojans lead 21-3. Brookwood's driving. 3rd and 4. Moon to throw. Throwing to the outside here. Overthrows his man, and they're throwing a flag.
I'm going to have to disagree with that one. You had Chris Murphy just putting his arm, behind the receiver's back, bringing his arm across the front. I'm not sure what they're calling this for.
They're having a nice conference.
Yeah, well, again, at least they're talking about it. And you have the white hat yelling at the other coach, so. And they're going to call it.
That was terrible. Terrible because it was a terrible pass. But that's what happens. So that's an automatic first down, and that keeps the Brookwood drive alive.
There was no home field advantage on that one. Or home cooking, let's put it that way.
Nah, just the broadcasters. All right.
There's some cooking smell in the air.
Yeah, that is.
Maybe that's why it is. The receivers can't.
Smells
see the
like
ball
propane
as it's
now.
going through the burger.
Here comes Brookwood up to the line of scrimmage. Ball 1st and 10 at the 22. Zach Moon in shotgun. He's going to drop back and roll to his right, and he's throwing that out of bounds, and I don't know why they wouldn't throw that. Now, Eddie's been called for that a couple of times, intentional grounding.
He got, he rolled outside. He was outside his tackle, and nobody was close to that.
That doesn't
ball.
matter in high school. There's no running outside the tackle in high school. So, it's still 2nd down and 10 at the 22. 4 minutes, 17 seconds to go, third quarter. Zach Moon in shotgun formation. Broncos would like to see themselves get a score here. He overthrows his wide receiver, Kai Priester, and that's going to make it 3rd and 10.
Not sure if that was supposed to be a timing pattern, but that was off, pretty far off.
He definitely threw it high and outside. So
you sometimes wonder when the late night with the cold air if the ball gets a little slick. So that's going to make it 3rd and 10. They're using a lot of time. There's only 7 seconds on the play clock. Let's see if they can get this one off. They get it off just in time, and he's going down. That time, number 95. Corey John with a sack. So good job by Corey. Loss of about 2 yards. That's going to make it 4th and 12. Looks like they're bringing out their field goal team. But again, we'll see. So this is they're going to set the ball just inside the 31-yard line, but it'll be about a 41-yard field goal. So number 90, Brandon Moore. Got a pretty good leg. Snap's good, kicks up, and it went through. So with 3 minutes, 16 seconds to go in the third quarter, you got the Lassiter Trojans 21, the Brookwood Broncos 6.
We got halftime at Colquitt County and McEachern now. They're playing on WSB TV. and it's 17-10 Colquitt County against McEachern. Also, 6A game.
Yep,
going on.
tough game. One of the best matchups in the first round of the playoffs, too. So Brookwood's feeling a little better about themselves. They pulled within 15. It's 2 scores. Trojans really haven't mustered anything since about a half of the second quarter.
Yeah, we're going to have to get that ball moving down, chewing up the clock a little bit. Like you mentioned, there's little over 3 minutes left. We want to be able to move the ball and show that we can score in the second half as well.
So Willie Police, number 5, and number 20, Robert Dowling, are deep for the Trojans as Brendan Moore is ready to kick off. This one's going to go into the end zone. Yes, it is. So in high school, you cannot run them out of the end zone. And that'll come back to 20-yard line where the Trojans will have 1st and 10. Let's see what kind of offense they can put together now.
I think we got some viewers in their car on the way to a lacrosse tournament somewhere.
Up in Philly.
Yeah, up in Philly.
Yeah.
Well, we're thankful you're watching, and please pay more attention to the road to the game than to the game.
Yeah, you'll have to listen to our voices. Don't watch the screen. All right, Eddie Prince brings his team out. He takes a snap, and he's going to do a play action, and he's got outside here Willie Police all by himself. And Willie gets himself across the 35-yard line to the 37, where it's going to be 1st and 10. Nice little play.
Yeah, it was a great play. Everybody bid on Eddie rolling out to that right-hand side, and he just turned to look back.
Good play action by Eddie. He's one thing we've always talked about. He's good with his fakes. So Eddie Prince ready to go. Takes a snap, hands off to Lane Jackman. Lane waits for his blockers, can't get to the outside. So they may give him a yard, but we'll probably call it 2nd and a long 9. Now we got 80. Ryan Jenkins out here to the right. We got Quincy Purdue. There's a little fake on that. And then back over here to Willie Police. Willie trying to make a move. Can't get to the outside. They had 2 men covering Willie on that one.
Yeah, I think the defense kind of saw that one when they were watching video. They weren't being fooled by anything.
Nope.
Standing up over here, obviously we were able to see.
It's one thing about high school football now. Pretty much everybody has some kind of a scouting report on you.
Yeah.
And lots of tape. So that's going to make it 3rd and long, 3rd and 14. So Brookwood's got to feel pretty good about themselves, putting the Trojans with their backs to the wall a little bit here.
Oh, Ryan Jenkins looked like he just needed to open up those arms a little bit on that one. Yeah, Eddie led him perfectly. Eddie throwing to the outside. The defender was on the inside. Eddie using that back shoulder a little bit, or right shoulder a little bit.
Yeah, I thought that ball was catchable myself, but it may have been out of bounds, but from our angle I couldn't really tell.
Well, whatever. It's 4th down and 14 with 1:42 to go in the 3rd quarter, so Brookwood feels pretty good about themselves with Jamel Cole and Kai Priester deep. They're both at the 30-yard line, so the Broncos could end up with good field position. Luke Harding ready to punt. Good snap. They're not going for a block. Luke gets another decent bounce. It's going to be inside the 30, so Broncos will take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. So what do we got to see here?
We got to see a defensive turnover. I think we knocked the ball out of their hands this time around, and we actually recover it.
I guess that wasn't a very smart question by me, was it?
No.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to go right to the point on that one.
Yeah. That's right. We said this is a home cooking broadcast. All right. Here come the Broncos. Number 14, Zach Moon.
They broke the huddle with 12 men.
He's under center. He's going to hand it off to number 32, who's got some blocking out in front of him, and tries to get the corner. Jamal Cole.
You know, it's kind of funny when number 11 was holding Chris Murphy out there on the right-hand side a little bit. The reason why you can tell it was holding, Chris had to put his jersey back on, half of it. So.
Well, that was good enough for a first down. So the Broncos are 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. That was a gain of about 11. See what we've got here. Once again, they're going to hand it off the inside. And Jamal Cole does get himself out. Chased out of bounds by number 24, Patrick Lewandowski. But another gain of about 7 yards. Makes it 2nd and 3.
All right, we got the defense going. We were
told to tell Tony says hello out there. Be safe on the road.
To the rallies and be careful out there.
All right, it's 2nd and 3. And they're going to have to call timeout because the play clock was running down on them. So Brookwood had to take a timeout with 1 minute, 18 seconds to go in the third quarter. Your Lassiter Trojans lead the Brookwood Broncos 21-6. How about a station break?
Quick word from our sponsors.
A word from our sponsors.
All right, we're back. So Brookwood facing a 2nd and 3 situation, trying to get in Lassiter territory. They're trailing by 15 right now.
Plenty of time.
Moving the ball pretty well all of a sudden. And they're going to look to throw it outside here, and they've got number 19.
You know, Patrick Lewandowski did get in there pretty good on that one.
Josh Moore was on the reception. Another nice, well-designed play. Wide open, Josh Moore. So that's going to make another Brookwood first down, and they're sitting at the 37-yard line.
They need a little more penetration by the defensive line when we're running this 3-man front.
Hand off to number 32. He's taken down by Patrick Lewandowski, number 24, with a little help from number 25, Clay Rowley. Jamal Cole starting to get to the edges a little quicker now. That's a pickup of about 8 yards, 7 yards, make it 2nd and 3. Ball's at the 31-yard line.
You know, we haven't called out any of our linebacker names lately, and maybe we need to get them to come up and fit the hole a little more.
Clock winding down to the end of the third quarter. Zach Moon drops right. Nice catch in between two by Josh Moore again. That's good enough for a Brookwood first down at the 25-yard line. 11 seconds to go in the third quarter.
I think they're going to be happy with this.
Now the clock starts. This will be the end of the third.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get a playoff.
So Brookwood feels pretty good about themselves.
They're only 2 scores out, really. A touchdown, 2-point conversion away. Lassiter's guys should be feeling a little bit pressure here. They haven't been able to move the ball this half. Defense, again, bend but no break. And need to continue to fill the gaps. So how about we get a...
Why don't we give you a couple of other scores?
Yeah, let's hear a couple scores.
Real quick. Valdosta has scored against North Cobb. It's now 14-35 in the fourth quarter. Our neighbors Kell are beating Southwest DeKalb 13-7 in the fourth quarter. Hillgrove is still trailing Camden County. Camden County 35 to Hillgrove's 10. Parkview and Walton are still tied up in the fourth quarter. I'm sure that game's getting close to the end. Wheeler, our also region friends, are getting their game handed to them 42-9. There's a game in 5A right now that's a close game. Altoona Heritage Conyers.
All right, we're going to start the fourth quarter. Zach Moon lines up under center. It's 1st and 10. Brookwood at the 25-yard line, Trojan 25-yard line. Hand off to number 32. Fumble! And this time I am seeing the Lassiter Trojans have the football.
That's what you called, right, Coach?
All right.
Is that the play you called there, Marty?
That's the one I called.
Marty Trojan with the call.
So that was definitely a big turnover. You got the momentum. Brookwood definitely had the momentum coming in there. As I mentioned, you sit down, if they were able to push the ball in the end zone, down to that one-score game. Way to go, Lassiter defense.
Lassiter fans, it's sad that I can't tell you who caused it, and I can't tell you who got it. But Lassiter has the football.
Our team got it.
So Eddie brings out everybody. He's got nobody in the backfield with him. Usually this is a little screen. Over the middle. Oh, he overthrew Dubi Nuwabi. Had him wide open in the middle. Good enough for a first down. That's going to make it 2nd and 10.
Looked like Lane Jackman was held on the way out of the backfield.
Might be big. All right, Eddie's got Lane Jackman back there with him. They're going to hand it off to Lane. Lane cuts it up, and he's going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards.
Obviously, Jim, you said it earlier that the ball's a little bit harder to grip and throw right now. Lassiter doing a good job chewing it up. We're just not getting the holes for the runners to move it as much.
It's going to make it 3rd and 7. Another big third down for Brookwood. It's actually a bigger third down for Lassiter because they really haven't moved the ball at all in this half. Nice move by Eddie. He's got himself open, but he's...
Oh,
horse collar. Yep.
Yeah. If it wasn't a horse collar, they grabbed him in the helmet.
That's for sure. Definitely a...
They're going with the face mask, I do believe.
Either way, it's an automatic first down.
He's calling intentional grounding. I think they're calling intentional grounding.
Well, now they're going to show that
now they're calling intentional grounding.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's what I didn't want that to be the call, but that's what I saw.
Yeah, I wasn't sure that when he was throwing that the guy was pulling him as he was throwing it. So either way, that's what he called. I thought there was either a horse collar or a face mask, but that's not the case. So Brookwood's got to feel pretty good about themselves.
Yeah, the turnover didn't affect them anywhere, and they have an opportunity to get the ball back in good field position.
Great field position because Jamal Cole and Kai Priester are going to be inside Lassiter territory to receive this punt. It's going to be 4th and 21. We got Luke Harden standing in his own end zone. Priester and Cole are standing at their 45-yard line. So a nice high punt, and he drove this one back. Best punt he had of the day. Patrick Lewandowski's looking for the penalty on that. He was on it.
Yep.
Fair catch made by Cole at the Bronco 45. So very nice punt by Luke Harden from his own end zone.
He had, a little bit of pressure coming in from the other side this time.
So we got to have the defense here step up once again. Offense let him down a little bit that time with a 3-and-out. See if the defense can do it again. Zach Moon in shotgun formation. Brookwood trying to get back close in this game. He's going for the all. He's going for all of it. The number 17.
Chris Murphy getting down there with the coverage again. I think Chris was running with that. He saw it. He was ready to grab that and bring it the other way, rather than.
I think they're underestimating Chris Murphy's speed.
Yeah.
I think he's much faster than they believe it. The tapes they've been watching apparently, because they've tried to go after him several times and they've yet to complete a pass when he's covering, including that one that was really close down here in the end zone in the first half.
2nd and 10 from the Bronco 45. Zach Moon once again in shotgun formation. They're looking to try to do something. They do an inside handoff to number 32, Jamal Cole, and he keeps trying to do that spin. That
spin's getting them an extra yard or two each and every time, but luckily the Trojans are coming in with a group of them, leading the Legions.
So it's third and 5 at midfield. What'll be interesting is this 4-down territory yet for the Broncos. Zach Moon having Jamal Cole in the back with him. Looking to roll out here. Looks like everybody's covered, underthrown. Chris Murphy makes a nice play. That's going to bring up 4th and 5, and let's see what they're going to do. Do they pin him or do they go for it, 4th and 5?
The way Lassiter has been struggling, I'd definitely try and put it down there. This punter's been getting the bounces the way he wants them to so far today. Really is changing.
Ryan Jenkins has now gone in to receive the punt. And they did a fake. And what a play by number 20, Robert Dowling.
Robert Dowling, you asked if they were going to go for it. Yes, they obviously did. And lo and behold, Robert wasn't biting. Came up and made a great tackle.
You got to give the Lassiter defense credit for 2 big stops in these last 2 series.
Josh Brown was running that ball, and he's staying out there on defense playing both ways right now. He's got to be tired. And I'll tell you, if I was Lassiter, I'd be working his side a little bit right now.
Good call, Marty. Good call. Eddie brings the Trojans up. Eddie Prince. He's going to little pitch out. Double reverse. Here comes Ryan Jenkins with some blockers in front. Good tackle by number 22, but it's good enough for a Trojan first down, and we haven't had a first down in a while, so that's a nice one to see. So that's a good enough for a first down and 35-yard line. I would expect to see a little Lane Jackman here. Let's see. Hand off to Lane Jackman. And Lane's got himself to the outside, and he's taken out of bounds to 32-yard line. So, Eddie Prince using up as much of time he can because the clock's not running. All right, handoff to number 1, Hakeem Shaheed. Hakeem breaks one tackle, fights down for another, and he's still moving. That pile's moving, and they stopped the clock, and I can't believe he never went down, and look what he was doing. He's still standing up.
You know, I don't know, Jim, I'm with you on that one. He kept on moving the pile forward. It wasn't like his momentum was stopping.
That's right. First down anyways. I mean, the best part about that is he kept running. So 1st and 10, Eddie hands off to Hakeem Shaheed again, and Hakeem nowhere to go this time as he gets back to the 35-yard line, so he's going to lose a yard, maybe a yard and a half on that.
Big number 67 made the tackle, and he's running off the field now.
Yeah. That's going to make it 2nd and 12.
I say
just under
right
9 minutes to go in the ball game. Trojans lead 21-6.
I say you go right at his replacement in the line.
Good call. Let's see if he does. Nope, they're going to throw it right outside here to Doobie Nuwabi, who basically stays in bounds. Good call by Doobie. Kept himself in bounds.
You know, for a junior, that was maybe a senior move.
Yep.
You know, just being aware of where he was on the field and bringing the ball back in, not going out of bounds.
It puts the ball at the 16-yard line where it's going to be 3rd and 3. Eddie's going up to his line, giving him some new signals, and here we go. Milks it down to 7 seconds. They got him in the end zone. What? Oh! Had Willie Police in the corner of the end zone.
Nice pass. I think that one hurt Willie's pride a little bit. He knows he can get that one.
So Luke Harden's going to come out, which is, this could be a big field goal right here. Because this will make it a 3-score game.
7 minutes and 55 seconds to go in the game.
So, ball's going to be, got a new holder in there now, which it's Eddie, but still a new holder. Ball's at the 24. Luke gets it, and he missed it. Kind of hooked it.
Kicked Eddie's hand.
Left hand.
Yeah. They're talking about it as they walk off the field.
You know, I'm a little surprised they didn't use Russell. Russell's been doing a lot of holding throughout the season.
Once again, sometimes the coaches know more than we do.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you. All right, Brookwood, 7:50 to go in the ball game. They're still down 15 points. They dodged another bullet. See if the Trojan defense, it's been playing pretty good all night. If they can come back here. Can't call that a catch. Yeah, good job. Good call. Priester almost made a great catch, but he juggled it out of bounds with no control. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
Just so everybody knows, Parkview and Walton have gone into overtime.
Ah, wow. Interesting.
Score is still 7-7.
All right, here comes the Broncos, 2nd and 10 from the 20. Moon in shotgun formation. He's rolling out to his left again. This time he's got Priester wide open, who spun around, and big hit by 32 on number 24.
34. You know, we're giving them that little outside.
Yep. Well, he made a good spin move to get around for a first down.
I think our defense is baiting them right now. Getting ready for one of those turnovers again.
Well, he did get out of bounds, too. Stop the clock, so 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Moon likes rolling. He's got his man open again, and he dropped it. So there's a break because Jamal Cole was open. He just didn't quite hang on to it.
Unfortunately, it stops the clock again. Not working in our favor.
No, but it does make it 2nd and 10.
Got one more score. Wheeler's season is officially over.
Okay. Now, they had a good
year.
They had a good year. They've
been turning it around the last couple of years, so good for them. All right, Zach Moon. Shotgun formation again. And he's got his man deep, and he overthrows him. So good coverage there by number 17 and number 24. 17, Chris Murphy. Number 24, Patrick Lewandowski. And that's going to make it 3rd and 10. Kind of surprised me that they went for the deep ball at this time, but
you know, they've been doing that little button hook play and just running, getting good yards.
That's it. They've been having it. And they had it their way. I mean, we haven't had any scoring since the early part of the second quarter. All right. Under center this time, Zach Moon. He's going to roll out, and he's looking, and he's got his little screen out here to number 32, and that's what they like. They like to get him in open field, and he got it. Now he's got a blocker, and Chris Murphy's did take him now at the 3-yard line, and he's not getting up. I think more of it is because he's tired.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't much of a hit. I think it's more he's winded.
He came down on the ball a little bit funny, that's all. You know, you have a whole new ball game now.
You saw that they've been setting that play up all day, so nice little reverse screen, you can call it. And Jamal Cole did the rest. So, 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Clock is running, under 7 minutes to go in the ball game. 21-6. Lassiter leads Brookwood. Hand off to number 2. He's going to make it in. Touchdown. I think it was number 28, Josh Brown. It was.
We have a whole new ball game coming in now. Let's see if they're going to go for 2 right away. Maybe they're going to wait.
I think they're going to go for 2.
Well, you're going to have to go for it sooner or later, so it's sometimes best to do it now.
Do it early.
All I know is they don't have a lot of time. They're calling timeout.
Yep. Had to use a timeout, which could be to their benefit.
Well, that would give them 1 timeout left for the game. Is that right? Because they called a timeout earlier. This is their second timeout. You get 3.5. They called that timeout earlier.
Oh, there is only 1 left.
Yeah, so they've only got 1 timeout left in the game, and that could end up being a very costly timeout. Close game. We're still going to have to score another time.
I'm trying to figure out what that yellow spot is on the field. After that long play, I thought it was a flag for a minute.
It's been there a while. I noticed that too.
I think it's one of these candy wrappers.
That could be.
But I didn't throw mine out. Let's see if we can get a score on the Walton, see if the Walton game's over yet.
Brookwood comes out, and they're showing they're going to go for 2 here. So Zach Moon is out there with them.
Parkview has scored against Walton. The score is 14-7. I'm assuming Walton gets a chance.
So we got a 2-point conversion try here. Make this a 21-14 ball game. Zach Moon lining up under center. He's got Josh Brown in motion. And he's going to take quarterback draw. And he's in. So, Brookwood showing some life here. Now 7 points down. 6 minutes, 44 seconds to go.
Yeah, Lassiter hasn't been able to put string anything together offensively here, which has been keeping the defense out on the field quite a long time. So let's hope the offense will get a drive going here and be able to chew up some clock, get some more points on the board. You know, Lassiter only had that one opportunity with the missed field goal. Fortunately, you have, a new holder, new hands. You're trying to get that timing down together. Now, here's my question, gentlemen. A lot of time left. Onside kick?
Nah, I think there's too much time left. Your defense have played really well the last quarter and a half. But you know what I'd like to see? A Robert Dowling return.
Yep.
Robert's been known to do some neat stuff. Now's the time to do it.
He's got good hips, good speed.
Just get the ball so we have good field position, because we've hurt our field position so far. So Brandon Moore ready to bombs away. And this one's going to go to Willie Police at the 7-yard line. And Willie trying to find the spot, trying to get to the outside. He's had one man to beat. Takes a couple of hits. There should be a late flag there, but there isn't. And he brings it out to about the 27-yard line. So the Trojans got to put some offense together here. They've been a little stagnant. They do have the lead, 21-14, 6.5 minutes to go, fourth quarter. And they're going to start at their own 27-yard line.
Walton's now in double overtime, by the way. 14-14.
Right now, we got a ball game here. Eddie Prince looking to set up the screen. He's got a screen out here to number 33, Lane Jackman. Lane Jackman across the 35-yard line. They're going to put him at the 36, where it's going to be second and a short 2.
Give me 8 yards like that the rest of the game.
Now you probably see a handoff to Lane Jackman for a first down, right? Let's see what happens. Eddie takes a look at his sideline. Reassigns Jackman to the other side. Throws a little screen out here to Willie Police. Good block by Doobie Nuwabi. Good enough for first down, but he goes out of bounds. That's going to be a Lassiter Trojan first down. They mark the ball at the 42-yard line. Hand off to Willie Police, trying to skedaddle around. There's a flag on the play. Looks like there's going to be a block or a hold, block in the back or a hold. We'll wait for the call.
That was a late flag.
That was a real late flag, but another thing I can think of, they're talking to... It looks like it's going against Lassiter, and that's not going to be good because they had something moving. Personal foul, face mask against Lassiter.
Wow.
You don't see too many offensive face masks.
No, you don't. This official is definitely into calling some unique penalties and penalties that we just don't see.
You just don't see that very often. Well, now they're all the way back down to the 22-yard line. They got to get across midfield for a first down. So 5 minutes, 44 seconds go in the fourth quarter. This is a big break for Brookwood. But it is 1st and 30 for the Trojans. Eddie looking to swing it out here, and the receivers and him just aren't on the same page tonight.
No, well, you got to remember number 22's not in there right now. Blake Wilson, and that kind of changes the game a little bit.
Sure does, but that's going to make it 2nd and 30. Clock stops with that incompletion. It's 5:34 to go. People are showing a little pressure. Let's see how we handle it right here. Reverse to Willie Police. Eddie's getting away. Willie breaks one. Willie.
Oh, now there should be a horse collar.
Willie gets it all the way back to the 40-yard line, so that's a big run. Good little reverse.
You know,
that picked up about
not sure why they
18 yards.
The clock,
is there a flag on the ground somewhere?
There's got to be a flag. There is a flag. That can't be a good sign. Because where it is. So there is a flag across the field. That's where the flag.
Saying it's a clip or something, I think.
Like I said, that can't be a good sign where it's at. It's against Lassiter. Another personal foul against the Trojans. All of a sudden, when I remember somebody mentioning in the first half, there's no penalties. There's a lot of them now. So that just makes it 2nd and 30 again. Brookwood's playing with a little more pep in their heels right now, so let's see what Eddie can do here. 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Looking to throw deep. He's got lots of time, and he's going to have to run. And Eddie takes himself out to about the 32-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd and a lot.
Well, at least we got some positive yardage without a flag on it this time.
Clock's running. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Lane Jackman will be in the backfield. Eddie taking his time, letting that play clock run. 4:26, 4:25. Dropping back, going to throw this inside screen to Doobie Nuwabi. Doobie Nuwabi gets himself out across the 36-yard line. But that's going to make it 4th down with the clock running at 4:10. And I'm sure Lassiter will let it run as long as they can. Number 32, Jamal Cole, and number 11, Kai Priester will.
You know, this situation here, if I were Lassiter, I'd probably let it go down to 3:25 or whatever the 16 seconds will bring it down to. Let it go. Call a timeout. See if they're going to put it away. Again, I'm not a coach.
So it's 4th and 16. Priester and Cole back for the Broncos. Nice high punt. High punt. And it kicks out of bounds at the 36-yard line. So, 3 minutes, 23 seconds to go in the ball game. Brookwood.
You know, real good block by Ryan Golday. You had a guy coming in at the punter, and Ryan just knocked him over.
Cleared his clock.
So, 3:23 to go in the ball game. Brookwood down 21-14, has the ball and a chance. They have one timeout left.
I think
see if the
crowd into it now.
Lassiter defense can put it together. So, number 14, Zach Moon, under center. He's got 32, Jamal Cole in the backfield with him, along with Josh Brown. He's going to look to throw, and he's got nobody to look to, and he finally throws it out of bounds. But And he got crushed by number 92.
Welcome to Mo.
Mo Yang. And I think Coach Irwin is just saying, just be careful how you do that, brother. 2nd and 10. 3:17 to go in the ball game. As that incomplete pass. Lassiter fans on their feet right now. Trying to inspire the defense. Roll out to the right. He's got out of it. Patrick Lewandowski goes in and holds him up. Good play by Patrick Lewandowski to stop that little scramble. Gain of maybe 3.
Yeah, Mo Yang, it looks like he got his hand stepped on coming out. That cold weather is no good for that. A little bit of holding on that the referees seem to miss on that play as well.
Good news is it's 3rd and 7. Clock's running. 2:44 to go in the ball game, and it's running.
Big third down here.
Big
Jim.
third down play here. 3rd and 7. Fans are screaming defense. Zach Moon in shotgun. Looking down over the middle, underthrows it, and almost picked off by number 43.
Ryan Gilday's
Ryan
having a real
Gilday.
good game today.
Yes, he has.
Coming up with those plays when they're needed. This is definitely looks like 4th down territory.
This is their season.
That incompletion did stop the clock. There's 2:28 to go. Trojans hanging on to a 21-14 lead. This is 4th down and 7 from the Lassiter 39. Brookwood Broncos, state champions, year 2010. Number 4 seed out of, here comes Moon. He's got his man open. Good catch. Good catch by number 20, Colin Cotter, to keep the drive going. And Brookwood's pretty pumped up.
You know, one of the things the receivers are doing and do really well is they come back to the ball.
Yes, they have. So, it's a 1st down at the 47-yard line of Brookwood. Clock is running. 2:12, 2:10. Play clock's at 9. Zach Moon rolls to his left. Little shovel out here to number 19. Taken down by number 45, Zach Spees. That was Josh Moore on the reception. It was a gain of almost 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Clock still running. 1:40 to go in the game.
All right, defense, we need a big play here.
I did say 2nd and 6. It's 2nd and 4. Rolling out to his right now. He's throwing it over here to the left. Overthrows his receiver, number 22, which will make it 3rd and 4. 1 minute, 22 seconds to go in the game. Ball lies the 47-yard line. The Lassiter Trojans.
I'm ready to put my feet in some hot coffee. Maybe get our players to put some of their feet in hot coffee and run after the ball here and get them down quick.
We're definitely in 2-play territory. Let's see what happens here. Zach Moon out of the shotgun, looking to over the middle. Didn't see anything. Throws a little screen out here. He's got the blockers. Got busted out of it. Finally taken down by number 20, Robert Dowling. Good enough for another 1st down.
Clock keeps running.
Ball's going to lie at the 36-yard line. Clock will start running when the 1st down the markers are put down. 1:10 to go in the ball game. Clock is running. One minute to go. Zach Moon in shotgun formation. 1st and 10. Looking across the middle. Overthrows his receiver. He overthrew his tight end.
You know,
That'll stop the clock with 52
all
seconds.
season they've thrown to 2 people, and the tight end hasn't been one of them, and that's the second time they've gone to him in a pretty big situation. Let's see what they could do with this one.
Well, in that play, I think our D-backs saw it the whole way. I mean, they
Yeah, he was surrounded.
Our safety was right over top of him. I thought that the ball was going to end up in our safety's hands.
So 52 seconds to go in the ball game. Ball at the 36. It's 2nd and 10. 36 means they're 36 yards from scoring. 21-14. Lassiter on top. Zach Moon drops back, looking across the middle. He's got his man wide open. Pass is complete to Kai Priester. Number 20, Robert Dowling, or number 24, Patrick Lewandowski, and Robert Dowling, number 20, on the tackle. 44 seconds to go. Ball's on the 16-yard line. Everybody's on their feet right now, both Brookwood and Lassiter. 36 seconds to go in the game. Clock's running. Throwing over the middle again. What a catch. What a catch. I can't see who caught it. Was it 32? Yep, it was number 32, Jamel Cole. He's got to come out of the game because his helmet came off.
I think he's hurt.
But it's good enough for a Bronco first down at the 5-yard line with 26 seconds to go in the ball game, and the clock is running. 20 seconds to go. First down at the 5-yard line. 15, 13. Looking across the middle. Touchdown, number 11, Kai Priester. With 8 seconds to go. Zach Moon found Kai Priester in the left corner to make it a 21-20 ball game.
Well, I hate to say it, but it looks like we're going to be going to overtime as well.
Well, Brandon Moore's coming in for the extra point. At least we think he is. Sometimes we get a little conservative at this ballpark. So Brandon Moore is going to kick the extra point. This is to make it a 21-21 ball game. Kicks up, and it is good. So with 8 seconds to go, the Brookwood Broncos fought back from a 21-6 deficit and have tied this ball game up.
Yeah, Lassiter this half just hasn't been able to do it. Being number
football.
1 right now is not a great feeling.
Georgia high school football at its best.
Yes, it is.
I'm telling you, that 4th and 4, 4th and 5 was their season in their hand, and they showed up, drove the ball down there. I wasn't sure they were going to get that last play off to score, but
they did a real good job managing their time.
So Willie Police and Robert Dowling are deep for the Trojans. Willie Police number 5, Robert Dowling number 20. Let's see what number 91, Mitch Hartop, is going to do with this kickoff.
And just remember, Lassiter came in the same situation last year as a 4th seed.
That's right. It happens. So he's going to hit a ground ball. And let's see, Willie Police is going to pick it up at the 5. Oh, he's got a wide open spot in the middle. He's got a beat. Willie Police. Can he go? Willie Police. Oh, he's finally taken down.
And no flag on that play. There should be a horse collar on that play.
Is he going to throw the flag? He's looking for a flag.
There's got to be a flag. That was a horse collar.
That was a horrible lack of a call by the official.
I will tell you, Willie Police almost turned this thing around. He just ran the kickoff back about 75 yards. Taken down by a controversial tackle, but never to say the less, It's overtime.
Well, the thing I don't like about it is it's almost like they didn't want to end it on a penalty like that and give us one shot. It is what it is. But when they wrap those fingers in and pull those shoulder pads back like that, I don't like to see it for any player.
Well, you know, we said that you got to give Brookwood a lot of credit for fighting back. This is state playoffs. Everybody's got a chance.
You know, and as I mentioned last year, if you remember last year, you know, Lassiter, the same thing, a 4 seed coming in, win right out of the box, and made it all the way to semis.
That's right.
This time of year, everybody's record is 0-0. We mentioned it before, and it's time for us to go to work again.
So the rule here is they get the ball. Each team gets a chance to score from the 15-yard line. And then I'm assuming that after 3 tries, you have to go for 2.
Yeah.
After 3, if you score 3 times on the third overtime, you have to go for 2.
And they will move the ball back.
Very similar to college.
College, exactly.
I'm assuming they will flip. And the proper call for the person that wins the flip is going to be to defer so that you know what you have to do, or to score first. Defer.
Great philosophy. I'm just a little excited for our guys right now. I want to make sure that they're...
So it looks like Lassiter's going on offense first.
Down on the 15.
At the 15-yard line.
You know, I don't know. I guess they won the toss as the visitor.
I didn't see them do a toss unless they did it with the coaches.
So the Trojans are going on offense first. Let's see if they can move the football, because they certainly haven't moved it that well in the second half.
No, you know, and you know as well as I do, this is a whole nother game when it's 15 yards away.
That's right.
I'd like to see us put it in on the first one and be able to stop them right away.
I agree. Well, let's see what happens here. Leaders step up. All right, Eddie Prince in shotgun. He's got Lane Jackman back there with him. And he's going to give the draw to Lane. Lane's going to scoot up, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards. 2 yards, maybe. He's 2nd and 8. You can get a first down inside the 5. No huddle offense. Showing blitz. Nobody's on the outside. Let's see. Eddie sees that. Looking to the end zone's got the corner, Willie Police.
Incomplete. What?
Wow.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Nice interception by number 20, Colin Cotter, as he stepped in front of Willie Police. And that's enough to stop the Trojans, and they're going to go for the field goal right now to end this game. So this is ball game right here. They're not even going to run a play. They're going to go for a chip shot field goal to knock off the number 1 team in the state.
I don't blame them.
And clock timeout is called by the Trojans. But this is it's a great call by the Brookwood coach. So let's win it. Why even run the ball? No fumbles, no nothing. Kick the field goal.
No, I'm a little quiet and a little amazement here. This is a great season.
And that's the thing, I mean.
And it is good.
Well, that is the end of a great season. Let's hear one more time from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm James Muncy with Unique Outdoor Concepts. We're proud to be a sponsor of Lassiter Football. For more than 25 years, we have been helping our clients turn their backyards into their own private resorts. Our unique approach and full service carries every project from conception to completion. There are only 2 things that limit what we can accomplish: your budget and your imagination. Just like our Trojans, we're eager to show our fans what we can do. Give us a call and go Trojans.
Life is short. Eat better pizza. Let's get jet.
A successful business requires a reliable payment card processor. Priority Payment Systems services thousands of merchants nationwide. With professional customer service and accurate on-time payments supported by the latest technology, Priority Payment Systems offers next-generation bank card solutions.
What a game. What are you going to do later?
I don't know, but watching all this football action is making me hungry.
Me too. Let's grab something to eat.
You know what sounds good? Some Texas-style barbecue and mouth-watering ribs.
Oh yeah, and some Brunswick stew and a late-night dessert.
Let's head to the Rib Ranch.
That's exactly what I was thinking. And you know, they're open late after every home game.